everyone. We are super excited in this house because we got my youngest. We got his level K course set. He's already had the primer, and he has been working on it, and he has been working really hard. And so he's almost done with it. So we are going to move on to the level K. As soon as he gets this done, he only has like a few more lessons left. So, let's see what all it is. It came in a box in this bag, with this bag. Alright, so we have the level K reader, the course book, it's all upside down for you, course book, the phonics cards, and the mini books. So we're going to take a look. Take a look at the mini book, or the reader. Love the illustrations. It's the same illustrate as what the illustrations are in the level 1, and we love it. My two oldest love it. Good little pictures. And I think that they start reading the section 1, because I think this is broken up into 3 sections. I think they start reading the section 1 and after lesson 16 or in lesson 16. I can't remember. See, section 2. And this one is words with 3 sounds, words with consonant blends, level K sight words, AY words, ALL words, words with sh, and silent E, job number 1. Okay, after completing lesson 29 in the level K course book, the child should read and reread this section until he or she can read most of the words without too much hesitation. And let's see, let me say that section. Yeah, section 1. After completing lesson 12, also lesson 12, in the level K course book, the child should read and reread this section until he or she can read most of the words without too much hesitation. And then section 2 looks like this. Okay, and then section 3, let's see if we can find section 3. Section 3, words with 3 sounds, words with consonant blends, level K sight words, AY word, ALL words, words with sh and T and EE words, AR words, words with ED and ING. And then after completing lesson 38 in the level K course book, the child should read and reread the section. And then words just a little bit harder. And I just love the stories in these books. Okay. And this is the level K reader, and then this is the level 1 reader. And this is what the level 1 reader looks like. This is where my daughter's at. And then my son is here. Okay. See, the thickness is just a little bit different. This one's just a little bit thicker than this one. That we love the English. Alright. Course book. Level K course book covers phonics, reading, spelling, literature, grammar and punctuation, art, appreciation. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. You got your table of contents. Can you see all of this? You can see most of it. Okay, let me see if I can. No. Okay. But this is the level K at a glance. You got your phonics and reading. They start with B and D recognition, consonant blends, and then they just go on through. Then they got grammar and punctuation. They start with alphabetical order, capitalization and proper nouns, capitalizing the word I, and then so forth. And then they got other alphabetic orders, antonyms, art appreciation, categories, oral narration, memorization, and so forth. Alright, and then to work on during the entire course, phonics cards, sight words, spelling words, poetry, memorization, and then lesson 1, and then start reading the reader. Alright, and then you got all that. Alright, then what this course covers, this course combines the following subjects: phonics, reading, spelling, grammar and punctuation, literature and art appreciation, overview of arts and literature. Now this right here tells you what levels are working up to. Like levels pre-K through level 3 focus heavily on phonics and reading and require one-on-one time with a parent or teacher each day. And I can tell you, we've been working the primer level K primer. You do have to have one-on-one attention. The level 1, you have to do one-on-one attention. And I have 3 kids doing this. I have one in the primer. He's finishing it up. He's going to be moving into the kindergarten, the level K. And I have 2 of them working on the level 1. And the way I do it is I go through and, let me see if this has spelling words. It says it does. Okay, yeah. What I do is when we start off, they went through and they told me I had them spell like 5 words at first. And then the words that they got right, then I check marked that they mastered it. And then we move on to another one until they get 5 of them wrong. And then I have one kid work on their spelling words while I'm working with another child. And then when they get done working on writing their spelling words, they have to write them 5 times. And then after they get done writing their spelling words 5 times, and the way that I have them do it, then they move on to the math while I am continuing working on with one child. And then that's the way I do it for the level 1. And they work on their math while I'm working with another child. But while my 2 older ones are working on their handwriting, I work with my youngest on this. That's how I get it to where I can work with all 3 of them one-on-one with this, with the Good and Beautiful English. Alright, so in the pre-K level 3 courses, art appreciation is taught, but these course levels do not include any art projects. And I'll show you in the level 1 some of the artwork that they learn about. Like here's this right here. But let's see, one that she's already, or this is one that he's already done. Alright. Like this right here. And then it talks about, then it has them actually look at the painting, like, how do you think the girl feels in this? What colors can you do? What about shadowing and stuff like that? So that's how they do it. And then here's another one. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. And the same thing here, they'll have them really look at it and they have to depict shadowing, what they see in the picture, some nouns, some adjectives and stuff like that to describe the pictures. And it even tells them about like who painted this, what years it was, and so forth. What years they lived and did art and stuff like that. Alright, so you can use the Good and the Beautiful creative arts and crafts projects for levels K through 3 once or twice a week for hands-on art projects to do together as a family. So it says children of any age will likely enjoy these projects, and geography is included in level 2 and above. Alright, so principles behind: easy to teach with no preparation time, connects multiple subjects, emphasizes the good and the beautiful, God, family, nature, and high moral character, and creates excellent writers and editors. Alright. Commonly asked questions: does this course follow Common Core standards, and how does it compare to public schools? No, it does not use Common Core standards, but they like to, let's see, I'll read it to you. This course does not follow Common Core standards. This course strives to teach everything moral and sound that is being taught in public schools. while going above and beyond many public school standards, but not necessarily in the same order. Alright, and then what educational philosophies does the curriculum use? This course is not based on one specific educational philosophy or method. Rather, the creators of the curriculum intensely studied many different philosophies over a period of years and compiled what they felt were the best elements from several different philosophies, pulling mainly from Charlotte Mason. Alright, does the curriculum include doctrine specific to any certain Christian denomination? No. The goal of the Good and the Beautiful curriculum is not to teach doctrine specific to a particular Christian sect, but to teach general principles of moral character, such as honesty and kindness. The King James Version of the Bible is used when quoting Bible verses. And then it tells you how to get started, and then the items that you are needed, which if you order the whole set, then you get everything that you need, such as the course book, which is right here, the phonics cards, the mini books. There's 30 of the mini books, and then the Level K reader. Suggested items are letter tiles and the personal whiteboard. Okay, and then it tells you how to teach. Then it tells you how the spelling works. It tells you about the assessments. There's no answer key included in this. Okay, and then it tells you the names of all the mini books and everything. Okay, and then it gives you an assessment to administer to the child. Okay, if your child cannot tell you all these letters, what they are, what sounds they make, are they uppercase or lowercase, they're not ready for this. But that's what I like about the Level K primer, because it has, let me find one. I should have been more prepared when I did this. Okay. It goes through and it has like smaller versions like this in the Level K primer. And they have to be able to tell you what the letter is it uppercase, lowercase, what sound it makes, and all that. So it's getting them prepared for this. So if they're not exactly prepared to do the Level K, I strongly suggest going to Level K primer. And this doesn't take very long at all. We work on it every day. We started school on July 14th, and it's September 7th, and he only has a few more lessons in there. So it doesn't take, and this is, you have completed the course, and then it has the same thing. Excuse me. But this ends on lesson 34, and he is on lesson 20. He's going to be starting lesson 27. So we do this, well, okay, we don't do this every day. We do this probably every other day or something like that. But still, we started on school on July 14th. We are on September 7th, and he only has 34 lessons. He only has about 7 lessons left. So it doesn't take a full year to do the Level K primer, but it does get them ready to go into Level K. Okay, and then it goes, then it tells you, it starts off with doing the reading assessment. I strongly suggest doing the reading assessments as it says, because then you get to see the progress that your child is making, and then if they need to take a little bit more time, then you can take a little bit more time. Because it does these assessments at the beginning of the subject, the middle of the subject, and then at the end. So you get to see the progress that your child works with. Then it has tells you about the phonics cards. The phonics cards, they come.
Why are you using the clip to open everything?
I'm not using them to open everything. They're tweezers, not clippers. Alright. So the phonics cards come like this. And then on the back of this is the side that you're going to look at. It tells you they should be able to say the name, or not should be, but this works on them saying the name of the letter, what sounds the letter makes, and then you can give them like word examples. But they come like this. They're already perforated, so you just have to tear them apart. But it gives them like a little roll to work towards. Like after they get 18 of the cards completed, then they get to color this little spacing right here. And then cards numbered, which you're not going to get them exactly in the orders. Like say he'll get number 1 right, but then he'll get number 8 right, but he won't get all these. So he got them 2 right, so then he just work on those. So when he gets 19 cards to 37 cards correctly, then he gets to color this. So it gives him something to work towards. And then sight words. Okay, they get this tells them to color the cow. So after he gets all these correct, it may take him a few days to get all these words correct. It may take him a week, and he may get all these correct on the first go. So whenever he gets all these correct, then he gets to check mark. I'll check mark the master box, or he can check mark the master box, and then he gets to color the cow. And then after he gets all these correct, then he gets to color the goat. And so by the time they get all the sight words completed, this should be a beautiful little picture that they have colored in. Spelling words. This tells you how to do the spelling words. But after they get this entire section, after he gets all this section right here correctly spelled, then he gets to color in this. And after he gets this entire box, or chart as they call it, complete and mastered and reviewed, then he gets to color that. Okay. And then here's the little poems. We love these poems. But here's the little poems, and then after he memorizes one, and we'll write it on that line. He says it in front of 3 people, and then we write their names in here, and then he gets to color the picture that corresponds with that. Okay, here is number 1, vowels, consonants assessment. It says, note, administer the assessment first and skip this lesson if the child passes. So if he passes this section right here, then we get to skip. We get to skip this right here. Okay, number 2, poetry. But yeah, I just love it. And then it tells you when to read the mini books, and you read the mini books for 3 days. So first day he reads it, check mark this. Second day, check mark that. Third day, check mark that. And yeah, and same thing, mini book. And then it tells you everything that you need to know right here. This is what it looks like. Here's one of the artworks. Short stories. But yeah, we love the good and the beautiful. Here's another artwork. We love the good and the beautiful English. I use it with my my 2 oldest. I've used the primer with him. He just loves it. I love it. It's really helped a lot. Okay, and then this is the appendix where all the assessments and stuff are. This is one of the assessments, and then this is like the first assessment. So you got your beginning of the year, your middle of the year, and then your end of the year. Okay. The same thing, reassessment level B. 3 times, they'll do this. And then there's it. Alright, and then I'll show you the mini books. Huh, one of the mini books was outside of it. But this is how the mini books come. This is how the mini books come. Okay, they come in, you just cut along the red line, and then you fold it, and then yeah. Look how vibrantly colored this is, and this is really good paper, so it's not going to tear easily, and yeah. But yeah, you just cut along the red line and then fold it. Here, let me see. What I do with them right here. Alright, this gives you the instructions on how to do it. If you were printing it off, you would just print the pages, cover copy, okay? But if you bought it, you skip that step, and then each single sheet makes one mini book. Cut the sheet in the vertically on the red dotted line. Fold the two sheets in half on the black dotted line. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do one and show you. Let me pause you for it real quick. Alright, so got my scissors and what it do. Cut along the red dotted line. Alright, and then put it over top like that. And fold. And what I do with them is I staple just right in here just to make sure that they stay together and I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, so now we have the little mini book. Just love how brightly colored it is. Okay, but this is, and it has which number it is. Like this book is number 24. This is number 1. Number 2. But yeah, look how beautiful it is. I just love it. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the box below and I will get back to you. Bye.